Well, you and I have been exposed to a lot of interesting wrestling recently. Our solo boat, Captain Mercedes Monet, took us on an adventure and took out our hero world champion Willow whilst she was having a sit down with the remarkable, couldn't even give the champ a heads up, Renee Paquette, question mark.
Bruh.
Divine Dominion, the Brawling Birds at Wembley. I cannot wait for that. Julia Hart has been fighting in Japan as we has always wanted. There was Global Wars. Marina, shadow boxing, a hint of a battle in certain. Oh, hang on, where did I go there? Um, I flew off. I flew off into the hemisphere. No, but Marina has been shadow boxing her way around the ring, just trying to get into a fight whenever she possibly can. And where has a certain Mina Shirakawa gone? Huh? We know the toxic spider has also been suspiciously absent, but she may be in certain dark corners of very close proximity. You never know. Queen Aminata, by the way, who we haven't spoken about in quite some time, naughty ass bad, continues to be hard hitting in the ring as she is a menace at home. A well-known purple-haired wrestler who's not Stark's, no relation, thank goodness, has been having some fun on her socials, hint, hint, that have gotten a certain people's eyebrows boop, a raising. Sasha Banks is no longer with us, dearly departed. May we honor her memory and continue on with our lives. And also protect all kids everywhere, even the ones who annoy you. And while we're on the topic, Black Americans don't hang themselves from trees. Okay. So we really need to get onto that. I can't personally, but you can believe I'm going to be saying that every single time until something gets done about it. So snap back into wrestling. Kiara! I'm Bix, and this is Don't Call Me Diva, where we talk AEW and affiliated women's wrestling with a slap of whimsy, just to keep the kayfabe alive and the imagination flowing and thriving. This is episode 46 of the show, so you can bet we are deep in some crazy lore. If you are new and want to know more about me and why we're here, please go check out episode 1 if you would like. If you can't be bothered, here's some footnotes, okay? I've been watching wrestling since like the 80s, I want to say, 90s and 2000s wrestling up until now with like little breaks in between. Beat the microphone. And I have been a wrestling fan since I was 6. Okay, and I have been dragged through everything till now where I can finally say that women's wrestling is back where it should have been the entire freaking time, for it was stamped out and stomped on and glittered and then thrown out there. But it now has respect and it is glorious to see. I know there needs to be a bit more, but that's one of the reasons why we are all here, aren't we? I also love heels. So expect some bias, okay? I always have. And speaking of one of my favorite heels, Julia Hahn has been battling it out in the 5-star Grand Prix, which is Stardom's top tournament of the year and has been going since 2012. It is very similar to the GWP. Oh, yeah, GW. No, GW. Where'd the G come from?
Huh?
Great New Japan Pro Wrestling. G1 Climax. Ah, that's where the G came from, and is a great way to aura farm and build up character. The winners of each block face off each other. And the winners of that receive a certificate, my very distinguished, and it gives them one future challenge for a World of Stardom Championship, which comes in a nifty briefcase, also for safekeeping and walloping. Julia Hart and her Pink Artist of Stardom Championship are building up mana in magic, power, and inner strength with grueling matches against Stardom's Joshi in her block, which is Blue Stars A. Hart defeated Lian in the first round. Lian is currently unassociated with any other stables in Stardom and had like 2 points in the whole thing. In the second round, Julia defeated Hina from God's Eye. We all know Hina we talk about because we love Lena from Hate. Who else did she face? Speaking of Hate, Julia was defeated by Hate's superbly, dastardly, and fiercely loyal Ruaka, who I think ended on around about 8 points. Hart regained her stamina and defeated Aya Sakura, who ended on around about 4 in their block, and she was from the Cosmic Angels. Aya is one half of the New Blood Tag Team Champions, so things are still going very well for her. Julia has, whoa, flicking the beat, flicking the beat. Ooh, we're moving on from that. Maya Amazaki from Neo Genesis also got defeated by Julia Hart, adding to the Triangle of Madness's winning streak against the Neo Genesis faction. Julia went up against the Rampage skyscraper Hanako and experienced a harrowing defeat after just throwing everything at her and having it smushed right back into her face. Hart has experienced Hart has experience against strong opponents, but Hanako is something different. It was a painful loss, but the experience is priceless for her, power and spells. Everything helps. They had this battle in the KBS Hall in Kyoto, and fuck me, do I wish I'd known about this before. I mean, you can always go again, but it is beautiful. The inside of this fucking thing is, oh my God, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So, like, if you for anything, watch this match. But if you just want to like have even more of an epic experience watching wrestling, oh my God, it's such a beautiful hall. Unfortunately, the Oni of Kyoto could not help Julia heal enough in time for her next match, and she fell to the Blue Stars A Block's point leader and the World of Stardom champion. So you can't really, diss that much. Suzuki from Midivida Loka, who has had many a battle against Julia's toxic sister in darkness, Tekla, that go way back to Ice Ribbon. So I want to see Tekla show up in Scissor's match. Woo-hoo! That'd be fun. Julia finished with 8 points and was wearing some new exquisite battle gear that you can well, what way am I? I can kind of see here. Um, uh, she was strapped and sparkled for the wrestling gods for this grueling match against the champion, but she has gained more skill and specimens, as I say, for the potions that will be beneficial for future battles. Suzuki will face Ami Sore from God's Eye in the final battle of the Blue Block, and Konami from Hate goes against Micah, who recently came to AEW and battled in the Survival of the Fittest tournament for the TBS Championship. She demolished Sky Blue, so there's more kind of rivalry there, and fought in the final. Will she be luckier in this tournament, or will Toxic Rain Terror come down upon her? Micah was in the four-way for the number one contendership that Suzu won, giving her the opportunity that she needed to win that championship. Micah is fighting for her turn now and could potentially be facing Scissor again. By the time this episode comes out, she says, we will actually know what went down. But for now, we can only just speculate. And believe you me, we are speculating. And speaking of more speculating, we are wondering and speculating what our former Toxic World Champion Tekla is up to. It's a speculating episode. Could she still be in Japan with hard bar hopping and stripper hopping all the way around Japan still? Or did she go to the US with Sky Blue and is now bar hopping and stripper hopping her way around Mexico? Or was she doing both? She is the former Toxic World Champion, by the way. They can between shadows, so she could be in Mexico and Japan all at the same time. I only just thought of that. That's probably what she did. Anyway, and speaking of Sky Blue, Mexico is where she went to battle in Global Wars with some different but very dangerous partners in a trio match, not a max, that rocked the socks off of Arena Mexico. Whoa! Blue teamed up with the creator of violence, Shida, and the problem herself, Marina Shafir. The Arena Mexico crowd is a massive source of power, and Sky has her blue Artist of Stardom belt around her waist and it glows in the arena's magnificence. Marina appears from the concrete depths of Arena Mexico with the boys behind her, pumping her up on good old, Death Rider fashion. The problem is doing me the personal favor in Battle Black, and she is hyped as fuck. The amazing and brilliance of the spectacular Sheeta arrives, and she is in a very, very, very happy mood. She is welcomed by the crowd chanting her name as she makes her way to the ring to her tag partners. This trio of chaos is facing our newly crowned TBS champion who holds her title up high to gather up all of that aura, and her fabulously talented tag partner, Hyan, who came out first in matching battle gear of deep and light and bright gold with a touch of silver, strapped and chained and sparkled appropriately with an added touch of pink to Hyan's, because Hyan's got to be a little pink. Why these two do not have a team name by now is absolutely beyond me, but it needs to happen soon, because if it keeps on going, it's just going to get awkward. And if you're going to like spruce them apart, which, come on, don't do that. Just because my world is the TBS champion, you don't need to smooth them apart because, squaws me, because they work so well together. They're such a great tag team. Yeah, they're such great tag team. They need to be champions soon. So we need a name for them, please. I don't have any kind of off the top of my head because I don't really like the whole smushing of the names together, and I can't really get one right now off the top of my fingers. But but if you have any, leave them in the comments. That'd be great. The whole Arena Mexico absolutely erupts as Thunder Rosa's sixth version of her music explodes out into the world as Thunder herself explodes out into Arena Mexico. And yes, I am going to say Mexico and Mexico multiple times. I have ADHD. Leave me alone. Where am I? She's in red and black battle gear, and she is absolutely sparkled for the Aztec gods. They make their way to the ring and a bejeweled ropes to the ring are bejeweled ropes with the precious gems that they are. Really? Oh, they bejewel the ropes because they are the precious gems. I got rather poetic there, didn't I? Goodness gracious. Let's see if we can say that properly. I don't think so because we've gone very poetic, not periodic. Periodic isn't even a word. All right, get that out of your head. Sort this shit out. There we go. All right, we're back. I'm fucking distracted. Here we go. They make their way to the ring and bejewel the ropes as they are the precious gems in the entire arena. That's not how I wrote at all. That's stupid. No, we're doing that again. That's dumb. Read the fucking thing. Or we are just going to say dumb words, just plain words. If you can't be floral, you wrote yourself a floral thing. So if you want to read the floral thing, you've got to read it. You can't just make up shit halfway through it.
Huh?
All right? All right. I got you. God damn it. They make their way to the ring and bejewel the ropes with the precious gems that they are, as the trio before them smirk and sneer and throw their socks at Hyan for the audacity of being so good. Marina is extremely pleased with herself from that. She got her like right there. I think it was right there or right on the chest with her sock. Sky Blue and Cheetah are also amused. Watch for that wink though. But surprisingly, we hadn't actually seen it recently.
Daddy, chill.
As everyone gets situated in the ring, our trio of heels form a plan huddle and decide to start off this fight with a running ambush. As the ref is trying to find out which one of them was starting the battle, Sky gives the signal and all three of them rush the baby faces. Take them out and fling Rosa, Maya, and Hyan the ring and onto the floor where the shenanigans continue. The ref is flailing as the refs do, but he's shouting into an absolute vacuum. Neither Blue, Shafir, or Sheeta give one folk for his directions of what he has to say, of anything, can't even hear him. He just, hey, will you get into the ring, please? I'm going to get wet. Would you get into the ring, please? Anyway, you saw, you were there. They, oh no, they already did that. Sheeta has singled out the TBS champion Maya World, and I wonder if she will be wanting a rematch sometime soon for her TBS championship. Sheeta hasn't had that much luck with like getting rematches now, which is criminal. And that is the reason, she has legit reasons for taking out Tony Storm. If it is her. Potential. Marina has already tagged Hyan with her socks previously, while Sky went after Thunder Rosa, and they crack the jaws of Hyan and Rosa with twin forearms against the barricade. With the ref going, hey, don't do that, that's not good, you can get back to me. Blue and Marina continue to disrespect Hyan, and Marina introduces Hyan to the foot that sock came from and smushes it in her face. They join Sheeta in beating down the TBS champion. And where is the ref, I hear you ask? Well, he's still very viciously pointing. And while Sheeta and Blue ramp their boots right into my skull. He's no there. Sky finally decides to throw Maya back into the ring completely on her own volition. It had nothing to do with Mr. Win. And and Sheeta follows her in. Once in the ring, Maya gets her champion boost, though, and she clocks both Blue and Sheeta, and then all of a sudden, Maya is in complete control. Dun, 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 dun. Maya pretzels up Sky beautifully and bridges for the quick pin, but Blue nopes the fuck out of that, and bam! Spinning heel kick Sky in the face. Marina gets mad and stomps into the ring to turn the violent pretzel back onto Maya World. Hyan tags in and flies at Marina, taking her off of her tootsies with a perfect crossbody. They tango in violence, which results in Hyan getting a pin attempt, which absolutely enraged Marina. She was like, how dare you? Oh, she was so pissed. Thunder and Sheeta take over, and holy shit, do they work well together? That needs to be a rivalry again, again, even. Like after this, oh, I need to see more Thunder and Sheeta together because that was, oof, and that, ooh, so good. Until Sheeta pokes Thunder in the eyes. Violence, chaos, just takes over. The ref is lost. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. The bulk of AEW refs are lost. I swear. Check their buckets. Check their buckets for quarters. They're being paid off, a lot of them. Hyan and Marina, their rivalry is imminent. That's for sure. Like that moment that Marina thought was funny to throw her. Well, it was funny. But Hyan is now like deadly focused on Marina as well, and she made Marina pissed. So that rivalry is going to be. Mwah. Hyan takes all the baddies out as she just missiles herself completely through the ropes. Blue, Sheeta, and Shafir, once they get back into the ring, they start playing around as they do, using every moment the ref couldn't keep control, which, as you can expect, was all of the moments, as an opportunity to deliver more pain and disrespect to the trio of goodies. But they just seem to be a powerful trio. But they just seem to be a powerful trio. They don't just seem to be a powerful trio. But they are a fucking powerful trio. Rosa, Hyan, and World were working awesomely together because, of course, Maya and Hyan do. And Thunder Rosa is just like, poof, and they were all like, they even delivered devastating combinations that led to Marina's gun show to work against her. She was very gun showy this match, but fair because, as we always say, I swear her back just grows every single time we see her, and it's at like mass proportions right now. Oh my God! And she was yoinked by Rosa and slammed into the mat. That being Marina. A dance of violence came to a dramatic climax as everybody got taken out and bodies were just like heaving in pain all over the ring. Sky Blue will be bringing back some valuable violent skills back to the Triangle of Madness. That is for sure. Trios! Intergender Trios Championships. Come on! Gotta have it! But then, Sheeta. Sheeta. She picked up. She brought the blue belt into the ring, tried to use it on Rosa, as Maya and Hyan were like all over the shenanigans. Blue had the ref fully distracted, which wasn't hard, but Maya was locked in to what Sheeta was doing, and Hikaru ended up it was accidentally, but she clocked Marina with the title instead, straight into her face. Hyan yoinked Blue off the apron, the person, not the belt, and Thunder squished up the problem, the person, not the adjective, real tight. And she got the win, which is just going to piss off Marina even more because she lost them. Ooh, she lost them. She's going to be bad. Is she going to be more pissed at Sheeta or is she going to be more pissed at Hyan? Don't think she's going to be that pissed at Thunder yet for some reason. It's definitely either Hyan or Sheeta she's going to be pissed off at most. Ugh. There is no way that Blue and Shafir are going to be happy with that loss, and I wonder what they will have to say to Sheeta. I wonder if being used unsuccessfully in shenanigans took away the power of that, or that the blue belt had been gathering up during this match. I don't know much about the arts of stardoms in that kind of way. I guess, who knows? If it did, though, she'd better watch out for that wank. You know. And as we had kind of mentioned earlier, did you notice that we haven't seen the wank much since I broke the news? Should I be concerned? Should I be probably keeping more things to myself? Yeah, What exactly is Tekla up to? We have no clue, but we have had a sighting of Layla Gray, our very dear friend Kay of Knockout Nails by Kay on Instagram. Go check her out. The store is open. Woo! Well, Kay went to the Vegas tapings and she spied the patron saint of DCMD herself walking into the arena, which is fabulous news for her potential butt kicking future. There's a gauntlet coming. We hope to see you very, very soon, Miss Layla Gray. Mercedes Monet has been causing chaos for our hero world champion Willow Nightingale, showing her cracking confidence, maybe. Divine Dominion have definitely been hired as a backup as they faced the Brawling Birds and Willow World Champion at Grand Slam, Mexico. They got beat and they were super mad, especially after the victors, took time to gloat and bask in their glory, which is fair. I say it's fair. You know how much I love Mercedes Monet and Divine Dominion, but it was fair. It was fair. Divine Dominion took out Hader and Windsor after their match and threw the Brawling Birds into the barricade and threw the Timekeeper's table, which, as we all know, is the most devastating table of all time. I got way too hot. I had to take my jersey off. And after Divine Dominion were done with Maserati, who we all met all the way back in episode 6, people. Maserati's been with us since episode 6. Can you believe it? And Rachel Rivera, who we have never met before. So let's take a little tangent sail down the lazy river of who is this wrestler? Rachel Rivera is from Denver, Colorado, and has 10 years of in-ring experience so far. Rivera is two-time RMP Lockets champion for Rocky Mountain, Peru. Rachel and Maserati have tagged together for a while and in many matches and have had a few matches on ROH and AEW before. So she was defeated. Sounds like you've been like Danny DeVito'd or something. I don't even want to know what that would be. She was defeated by the incredible Emi Sakura on AEW Dark Elevation, which you would be able to see on the YouTube channel. And I'm beating the microphone accidentally because I just got excited because it's great. You should go watch it. And had a battle against Billy Starks, no relation, on ROH, in which she was also defeated. But it's okay. Rachel was not going to be successful here either, but I admire her determination to keep trying and coming back for more. They really did give it their best shot and took some brutal hits, but Divine Dominion were especially focused and confident, working together like a beautiful battle machine. They give Maserati and Rivetta their own delayed suplexes from the gods. Ref! Once again, ref! Where were they? Who knows? Bane slams Maserati first, then Cross. Bye-bye, Maserati. Rachel then gets slammed through the mat by Bane, and Lena then gets sexy pinned by Cross. And it's all eyes on our tag team champions. But then pow! The Brawling Birds come out to brawl with Divine Champs, and they are doing me the personal favor of wearing all black whilst they do it. Thank you. Titles go flying. Bane gets flung out of the ring the hard way. Cross then gets double headbutted. And then the Brits get creative with the steel stairs. Bane almost gets powerbombed into the hardest ringside table, but Cross is to the rescue, and the champs get the absolute fuck out of here. Well, to the ramp, where they start talking smack straight away because they got their gold back. So now they're all like, yeah. But they better watch out. They better watch out for the Brawling Birds because they are focused, pissed, and will have the entirety of Wembley behind them. Can't wait. Cannot wait for that match. Where am I? I don't know. I got lost. Bane and Cross will have a very hard fight to keep their tag titles, and that they love so deeply and truly feel like no one can take them off their hands, and that is going to go against them. And I hope they will not be too preoccupied with Monet business that day, so they're actually prepared for their match. But if I'm honest, I think they might be spooked. Unless the missing member of Chaos, Penelope Ford, appears.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And speaking of, the Superbad Girl will be making a few appearances at meet and greets and posted a very cool photo of her and Kip in the ring, both looking fabulous. Ford picking a photo where she is doing me the personal favor was very appreciated. And Penelope and Kit looking super stylish. But back to the tag titles. I really hope that Penelope Ford is going to be coming back and still aligned with Divine Dominion because she's the glue that merges them together. It would just be rude if they didn't. Wembley. The Brawling Birds, though, have the odds very much on their side. And I think the atmosphere will be wild. But I'm not one to make wild predictions on anything, on a whim. No, never. Never. So, folks, what are your thoughts on this week's discussion? If you so wish, you can leave them as a comment in the appropriate sections of wherever you are. And if you would please be so kind as to like and subscribe, I will be very grateful. Black Americans don't hang themselves from trees. You can find me lurking threads at Bex Bastet. Follow us on TikTok at Don't Call Me Diva. Black Americans don't hang themselves from trees. Thank you, as always, to Shane, my excellent producer, editor, promoter extraordinaire. Go check out Ethos Media's YouTube channel. It is brilliant. And Black Americans don't hang themselves from trees. This was Don't Call Me Diva. Women's wrestling rules. Black Americans don't hang themselves from trees, and don't be a dick.